So this is the new mod. I'm calling it the Magician. I don't know why. Maybe with the black scales, it just sort of came to me. Maybe it's stupid. But I'm going with it for now. And it's the closest production knife to this was the Yeoman Mechanic, which Swiss Bianco did back in 2011, according to SAK Wiki. So it's a Yeoman with the pliers. And all I did is took that model and added one of my favorite tools, the metal file. And the metal file with an awl on the back, and I'll show you that in a minute, because they typically, as far as I know, don't run the awl or any tool, I believe, on the back of the metal file. And I think I know why, but I'm not 100% sure. But I always like the Yeoman Mechanic. If you've never seen it, go to SAK Wiki, and they show the Swiss Bianco version. But there was an earlier version that was made for a French company, and it had green scales, and it had the gray magnifier glass, and it was just a really nice looking knife. And I've always wanted one, but it's obviously super rare, and I was never going to be able to find one. So I was going to build just the straight up Yeoman Mechanic, but then I decided to add that metal file. And for those of you that have owned the metal file, the new one, you understand. It's just a nice tool. It's not something you're probably going to use every day, but if you need to cut a solid piece of metal, it'll do the trick. And you can use it as a screwdriver too. Phillips, I've used it that way, where, you know, the profile of the tip works. And the metal they used here won't chip like the other one. The original file, the skinny one, that's not as aggressive teeth, and it's thinner. That works actually even better as like a Phillips, a 2D Phillips, but it'll chip. This one doesn't. So just a cool tool. And it's a little thick for my liking. This is an Explorer, just as a comparison, thickness-wise. Obviously, you're going up a layer, plus you have the pliers, which pliers really, it's like a layer and a half. The plus scales, just all the tools I really like in a knife. I really wish they made, well, a million people would agree with me if they wish they still made the Yeoman. Yeoman Mechanic would be sweet. I'd really like this knife in production, but nobody asked me from Victorinox, so don't hold your breath there. But the thing's fun. And getting into, I'll wrap this up, but I did the old fluted corkscrew, which I think are really just nice looking. But the issue with the awl is you've got to have this, well, you don't have to, but ideally you want the liner that has the cutout, so you can get your thumb in there, right, to open the thing up. But the problem is when you use that liner, it doesn't protect up top as well. And what I'm trying to get at is when you pull the file out here, I don't know if you can see this or not, but that blade actually is going up because it's rubbing. And if I close this really slowly, well, here, it catches. So if I wanted to rectify that, I would have used like a liner like one of these. See how it comes further in, and that would have worked. But then you wouldn't have had that cutout. I guess you could have customized it there. Whatever. It's too late. I'm not ripping this thing apart. But like and I don't know if that's why Victorinox doesn't do it. That's just a guess. But that's my theory based on building this knife. But anyway, I hadn't done a mod in a while. Magician. I thought this thing was pretty sweet. I really like it. So glad it came together. Anyway, that's all I got. Hope you like that one. And check out the SAK wiki on the Yeoman Mechanic. It's pretty cool.